What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique, aka Unique Mazique. I am the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and we're back with another episode of UMBA highlights. And we are jumping right into a huge game here. The Las Vegas Neons against the Honolulu Diamonds. And the Diamonds have that man, Cyrus King. And Cyrus King is the type of player that you need if you're going to have any sort of chance of challenging the Neons. And they're up 9-7, but Michael Cooley, I'm going to tell you something, Michael Cooley feels pretty disrespected because he feels that he does not get enough mention for the MVP voting, and he thinks he's been the best player on what he would argue is the best team in the league, even though they do have the one loss. But it's 13-11 at this point, and Cyrus King is getting some MVP talk, and that's why, because he dunks on large, red-headed men in the middle of the paint, two-hand jam in the face of Kane McIlvain. 17-13, the Diamonds leading. Michael Cooley studying, passing the test. Drive to the basket, left hand off the glass is good. 17-15. Now 18-15 fast break. Here is Yassine Osborne. The mix and the dish. Left hand lay-in. Nice plate making there with left hand layup by Terrell. That's a bad cross-court pass there. It's picked off by the Neons. The best six man in the league for my money. Sergio Castro puts in the transition three. Gives Vegas the 1-point lead going into the second quarter. In the second quarter, another bad pass. Bad passes, turnovers will kill you against the Neons, and Adonis Sharp will be holding the gun. He puts the slam down. They're down still by 1 point. Michael Cooley works off the screen. It's green as the Predators' blood. 33-31. Look at this. Another bad pass by the Diamonds. They got away with it, but look at the Euro. Swinging, rocking babies to sleep. Oh my goodness, from Cyrus King. The dunk puts it down. Adonis Sharp gets the beautiful setup there from Castro, puts the three in. Vegas up by 11 now. Bull Lacero, recent acquisition from the Neons, splits the double team, misses, but no problem. Keyshawn Pope with the putback slam, throws it in. Inbound pass, another bad pass. That is like the theme of this game. And it just felt like the Neons made the Diamonds pay every time they made one of those ill-advised plays, turns into a turnover. Look at this shot there by Cooley. Somehow he got his own rebound, finds Kadeem Evans for three. He was actually had his name mentioned in some trade rumors leading into the trade deadline. We'll see if something happens, but nonetheless, there's a long touchdown pass to Adonis Sharp, who throws down the slam. And oh my God, Barnaby O'Sullivan needs to. They don't even know how to get the ball up the court. They got Barnaby O'Sullivan doing it. Finds Cyrus King, who puts in a three, trying to keep his team in the game. Down by 11. Castro's driving baseline. He's got a double team. He kicks it out to Guayan Yang into the corner where they find Kadeem, who puts in the three. And it's a 14-point game, 98-84. Castro bringing it up, looking, moving to his right, kicks it back to Kadeem. Kadeem had his crosshairs locked in today. Locked in. Castro, nice pass over his shoulder to McIlvain. Pass in the corner. They give Guayan Yang the three. He says, I hit threes too. Everybody in this jersey, this is what we do. We shoot them, and it's great. 30-point victory, 123-93. The Honolulu Diamonds are a good team. I'm going to tell you. 29 points for Cooley, 28 for Sharp, 19 for Castro, 18 for Evans, 13 and 10 for McIlvain. But what generally happens to them in these close games is Cyrus King's brilliance keeps them in the game for the most part, has them threatening early, but ultimately they get outmanned because they just don't have enough scoring to keep pace. I don't know if that's because Yassine Osborne isn't being aggressive enough. I don't know if that's because Barnaby O'Sullivan isn't performing. You see, Cyrus had 28 points in this game. Quinn Austin had 17. He was inserted as a new starter and played pretty well, but they're just really struggling to find guys that can be just like a legitimate second fiddle when scoring. They shot 51% from the field, 61% from the Neons. Didn't make enough threes, 5 of 14. When you look at the Neons making 23 threes, 23 of 40 threes from the Neons, that's just tough. And then look at these turnovers. We talked about the turnovers. 17 turnovers turned into 28 points off of those miscues by the Neons. You cannot do that. But the Diamonds had a 7-point lead at one point. But you just cannot turn the ball over like that against the Neons and expect to win. They're just too good offensively to do that.
All right, next game up, we have the Minnesota Sound versus the Detroit Rhythm, and Cleo Rivers starts off immediately walking down the paint and dunking the ball, and Isaiah Berry gets the nice pass, but he misses it, but he's able to grab that offensive rebound, and Cleo looked like he's going for a lot of points again. Cleo with a 3 at the top of the key, and whoa! What is going? Is this a record? The score to and 1 through 4-point play, and we gotta talk or something. You seen the challenge screen come up, y'all? The score to this game is 34-6, and he just hit a hat. Kareem Clay just shot the ball from yesterday and made it. They didn't need nothing else. Let me tell y'all what happened in that quarter, though. So basically, they couldn't score. The Detroit Rhythm got a couple of new pieces to their team. As you see, Farouk Keita was on there from the Pioneers, and they could not do anything with them. And I repeat, they could not do anything with them in that first quarter, and that just ended up being a nasty first quarter blowout. But here come the Sound. They're coming back a little bit. As you see, Muhammad Bass is able to hit those shots in the corner, and now Mekhi Rogers is mixing, and he gets Farouk Keita off his feet and pulls up for a 3. The score is now still 43-23 just because of that crazy first quarter blowout. I mean, they didn't even get into double digits, or I believe they barely did. But Mekhi Rogers gets 2 back-to-back threes as he rips up the man and shoots a pull-up from deep, and you see the Sound have made their way back a little bit. But here comes Cleo Rivers again. They just can't seem to stop him. Not many people can, but he does whatever he likes. And then they turn the ball over. The Sound are not having a good time, and Cleo another shot at the top of the key that goes in, and score is 57-41. Now it's 59-41, and Farouk Keita finds Cleo Rivers in the corner. Another 3, Cleo Rivers. How many points he got? It's only a third. He got a whole other quarter to do this. They need to calm down. Score is 62-41. Shake Rock's driving. Nobody steps up, and he just lays the ball in right there. But now the score is 66-47. Shake Rock's pushing it up the floor. Runs past Kareem Clay. Beautiful reverse finish. 66-49. Now score is 67-49. Isaiah Berry grabs the board, pushes the ball up the court, and Scar Bradley takes Shake Rocks all the way in for the left-handed jam all over Shake. And maybe that's Shake's sign to tell him he needs to get out. Anyway, because he's finna get out soon anyway, because I don't know if y'all remember. Shake leaves at about, he evacuates. I think he has a scheduled errand for the fourth quarter every single game. So I mean, maybe it's just some type of bad relationship between him and the coach. But he's gone in the fourth. Don't ask for Shake. He's not here. But anyway, score is 75-64, and the Sound have cut the lead back down again. And now they've actually cut this lead to single digits. The score was 75-67, but now it is 67-77. But Mekhi Rogers is kind of on fire right now. You see, he throws down a 360 jam. Isaiah Berry was late. He could not get over. 81-73 the score, fourth quarter. And Mekhi Rogers again, he's taking over. He's doing it by himself because, like I said, Shake ain't coming back. Don't ask for him. 81-77. They actually came back from that first quarter deficit, and the score is now 83-77 with that dunk right there. But now it's 89-85 with 1:30 seconds left. And Mekhi tried to pull it from yesterday, and it didn't go in. But that's what he got to do, because it ain't a lot of help out here, because the big, tall, fast man is left. Again, as I must mention. But Cleo Rivers dunks on 2 people. Sylvester Crossley. Bad things tend to happen to Sylvester. Y'all know that? Maybe it's because his name is Sylvester. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to be Sylvester, if that's what's going to happen. But Sylvester Crossley and the other man, I didn't even remember who it was, but he got dunked on. And now Cleo Rivers looks like he's going to seal the game with that dunk off the inbound. And it is about 28 seconds left, 93-89. They cannot stop Cleo. Cleo's walking to the paint and doing whatever he'd like to do. And Sylvester Crossley has the ball in the paint on Isaiah Berry. Isaiah Berry is already a freak. I'm sure Sylvester doesn't have anything for him. And there's only 14 seconds left, and the Sound need to put up a fast shot, but it's not happening. Mekhi Rogers takes a fade and misses. Score 93-89 with 3 seconds left, and they sit here and take this one more too. Just hold. Rhythm Rhythm want to make sure that they won this game because they obviously crazy things can happen because they done came back from like a 30-point deficit that started in the first quarter. But the score ended up being, the game ended up being 95-89. It was an impressive show of heart from the Minnesota Sound, but it was also impressive showing of pure dominance from Cleo Rivers, and this Rhythm defense still proved to be insane. The reason why that first quarter went like that is because the amount of turnovers that the Sound had in the first quarter were unfathomable. I mean, I think they were testing out what would happen if they gave it to people in different colors than what they was wearing, because they did that a lot early. And you see Cleo Rivers' domination, only missed 8 shots and he dropped 39, and Isaiah Berry with a usual around this range, 21 to 17, not 21 to 17, 21 points to 17 boards. Nasty showing. But Makai shot 50% from the field, 16 for 32, but he also had 45 points. And like I said, Shake left, so he only had 13, and he didn't shoot that great. Makai was out there by himself doing everything he can do. I mean, he can't, that's all he had. But the first quarter, did y'all see that? I don't know. It was 37-6. You heard me? 37-6. When you get outscored in the first quarter 37-6, it don't matter how good you play after that, you probably not gonna win.
All right, here we go in the last game of this episode. We got the Diamonds coming back, taking on the Boston Gurus. Now, the Gurus have this game seemingly in hand with just under 1:20 remaining. But one of the things you might notice right now is they are playing without star point guard Marley Huff, who went down with an injury early in this game, and Kerry Allen's out here now running the point guard position. The Gurus are struggling overall this season, and this injury to Marley Huff, because depending on how long he's going to be out, this might influence them to make some trades to get some draft assets, because they're already low in the standings, and if Marley Huff's going to be out for a while, their chances of doing anything, making a last-ditch effort at the playoffs, is probably not going to work out. So I'll be interested to see if they let go of Harrison Curtis, Michael Tayi, Riley Schultz, who's one of their best players, if it leads to them adding some draft assets that sets them up to be strong next year. We don't know what they'll be able to do in terms of free agency. We don't know what any of the teams will be able to do just yet. They are going to get this victory. Huff had a really strong game before he went out. This now makes 2 straight losses for the Diamonds, who are at one point looked like they were going to be one of the best teams in the conference, but have fallen on some hard times. Cyrus King still ends with 24.6 rebounds and 8 assists in a losing effort, but it can't take too many more of those. But Marley Huff, 25 points before he went down with the injury. Schultz with 19 and 15, 15, 15 and 8 for Harrison Curtis. Strong game. Reggie Hoover with 10. But this is a game between two teams probably headed in the wrong direction, and we're going to see how they're going to handle it from a player personnel standpoint as we move towards the All-Star break and into the second half of the season. 7 of 18 from 3 from the Gurus. That's a big deal. We appreciate you watching always. God bless. Peace.